Actually, there is a website actually. If you want to do any automation, kind of a demo website, okay? So that is demo.automationtesting.in. Okay,
Okay.
this is the website actually. So here you have a lot of options where you can use this site. It having almost all the things. Okay, alerts, Windows frames, slider, rotate, picker, drag and drop, resizable like that. So
Mm-hmm.
everything almost, if you observe, progress bar, so like that, upload, file download. So everything it have actually registration, login.
Mm-hmm.
So you can use this site. So if you want to practice any um, automation script, okay. So today we will work on Windows, okay. So in the sense, we have two types of Windows. One is like, when you click this, it will open the new window, right? In new tab. When I click this, it will open like this. And another is kind of a separate. When I click this, it will pop, right? So yeah, so these are two types of windows. One is like this and another is like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. Okay, it is launching. Okay, so now I need to click this first. Okay, so not this one actually. Okay, so Windows, same thing. Okay, so here when I click this,
So here, what we were trying to do, Tejesh?
we have two types of windows, right? See, for example, when I click this,
Uh-huh.
so the tabs will open in the new window, right?
Yes.
This is one, and another is separate window. When I click this, so some kind of a pop-up, it will open.
Okay. Uh-huh.
So now what will happen is when you, when for example, when you click this, it will go to the next tab. So in this, tab, you need to get the information,
Mm-hmm.
or else when I click this, so now pop-up will come here in this window. We need to get the information.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so how can I do that?
Okay.
So now what I'm doing is I'm trying to get this X path of this button. Okay, so the button is working. Uh, 2 minutes, Ajay, can you be online?
Yeah,
I
sure,
will be
sure.
back. 2 minutes, 1 minute.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see, will this click or not? Okay, so here I will give dot click. Okay, okay, some error. Let's see. Unable to locate. There is some problem. Expect a limit. Oh, okay. I give an ID. Sorry. Check spot, right? Hmm.
So here you were trying to find that click X path. The
Yes,
click
yes, that
button
button
X path.
actually.
Okay. Uh-huh.
So I forgot to like. This is expert actually. I give an ID.
Okay. Okay.
Hmm.
So when we click on it, actually it should open in a new window,
It is
right?
opening now.
Uh-huh.
So now let's see. When I give, okay. So when I give get to title, hmm, driver dot get title. So what it will fetch us. Okay. Frames and windows it is getting us, which means so it is fetching us the current tab this one title. So I want this this title actually. So how can I do that? Any idea?
So what are we trying to do now? We
I'm
try
just getting
to
the
get
title,
that X
okay.
path.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
And
what I'm doing
then
is I'm clicking this, okay. So I want the title. See, frames and windows is there here,
uh-huh.
and here Selenium HQ browser automation like that I have.
Yeah.
Okay,
So we have used that get title method to
get
get that
title.
title. Yeah.
So I want to get the title of both windows, this and this. So how can I do that? Any idea?
Both the titles. We can just call that same method, right? Get title method. No?
Mhm. So it is giving me frames and windows, which mean which is giving me the this window.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now I want to fetch the information of this window. How can I do that? Any idea?
That window means we need to give the URL first, right? Then.
Okay. So you're telling me we have to give again this one.
Yeah, based on what we have learned, I think we need to get the URL only, then we go for the title, right? So you are saying like, how do I get the title of that next tabbed window? I mean,
Yes.
the title in the next tab.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Okay. So that is what we are going to learn today.
Okay.
So in this case, what we can do is, um,
Mm-hmm.
okay. we have something called as iterator. Okay,
Yeah.
we have
Yes.
to use something called as iterator. So here I will give thread dot sleep here. So let it wait for 2 seconds. Okay, so we have something called as iterator. I will explain this how it will work.
Mm-hmm.
So there is a code like this. Iter is equal to like this. Next we have something called as okay. So here I will use one iterator like this. Okay, so I will use iter next like that. Okay, so now see, now imagine this is the current window, this is the tabbed window, so this is the one more tabbed window like this. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so here iter dot next I will save it to some variable. Okay, so this is for the imagine, let's say this is the main window, this is for the current window. So if you want one more window,
Mm-hmm.
this is iter dot next like this, like this. Okay, so how much hour, if you open the tabs, so this is for, so whatever the variable you store, this will be work for this window, iter dot next, this will be work for this window, iter dot, this is for the this window. Okay, so like that it will work.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say, see now, for that I have to use set string window is equal to driver dot get window, get window handles here. Yes. Okay, so here what I will do is, as I told, I will use iterator, string iter is equal to window dot iterator.
So get window handles method, what does that do in order to handle those different window?
Different windows, yes, different
Okay.
windows get yeah, to handle that.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So
And set string, what is that
this
actually?
this one,
That you told me, right? Iterator to iterate
yeah.
through.
So actually, what I'm doing is I'm just storing this get windows in a set.
Oh,
This
okay,
one.
okay. Mhm.
We have what is that? Collection framework, right?
Mhm, yeah,
Collection, we
okay,
have something called a set interface. That one.
okay, okay.
Okay, so here what I will do, string main window like this is equal to iter dot next. Okay, so main window, current window. Okay, okay, so now let's say what it will fetch. Let me see. Frames and windows, in the sense it is printing the this one. Okay, okay, so here we have to use one more method. So that is like uh, driver dot switch to. Okay, driver dot switch to dot window. Here I will use current window like this.
Okay.
Okay, so what does it will do is it will take me to the current window, which means this window.
Okay.
This window. Okay, so so after
So
that,
here we have set this. We have used this set collection class, and then the first in the
this
main window string we are iterating using. Can you just explain this code one more time?
nothing. See, what I'm doing is I'm calling this Windows handler method
Yes.
to handle the tabs. Actually, that
Okay.
actually what I'm doing is I'm storing in the set interface,
Okay.
because I don't think you can store this in any of the maybe string or integer, something like that.
Okay.
So I'm storing in the set interface. Next, I'm using something called as iterator. So
Mm-hmm.
what will happen if you want to iterate?
Mm-hmm.
For example, if we have integers, so you can use for loop like that, right? To iterate.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So similarly, if you want to iterate, we have to use something called as iterator in the set.
Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm.
So what I'm doing is iterator dot next, iterator dot next, like that I'm giving. Okay, so it is
Okay.
just
Okay.
like this, iterator dot next for one, iterator like this.
Okay. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah. Got it.
so
Yeah.
now what
Got it.
I'm
Yeah.
doing is for main
Mm-hmm.
window iterator next, I have set this current
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
windows iterator dot next, like that
Mm-hmm.
I've set it.
Maybe
If
if
you
I'm
have
going to the next tab, then I can use string next window will be iterate dot next.
yes.
Yeah, got it.
Okay, so if you have one more, put
Yeah.
string current window 1, current window 2, current window 3. So
Yes.
how much ever if you want,
Yeah.
you can iterate, no issues.
Got it.
Okay,
Yeah.
but if you want to switch, if you want to go to the any tab,
Mm-hmm.
use this driver dot
Yes.
switch to window.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so now what I'm
Mm-hmm.
doing is I'm going to the this one, which like
Mm-hmm.
current
Yeah.
window, in the sense I will navigated to not this, I am navigated to this window.
Yeah.
So now what I will do, I will I will call this get title after the here.
Yeah.
Here
So that means I will get the title of my
title
current
of the
window.
current window. Okay.
Yes.
Thread dot sleep. I will give sleep method. So when I run this, okay, it's clicked. It went to next page. Okay, so now here, see, Selenium HQ browser automation. So now it is giving me this one. Okay. Okay, this is fine. Okay. Now next you want to get to the previous tab, which means the main tab. This tab's title.
Title.
Okay, so for that, what you can do is
Switch to the main window.
driver dot switch to dot window.
Main window.
Okay. Yeah, here we have to give main window.
Yeah.
Main window. Then give driver dot get title. Okay, so now you are in the window. So here I will use sleep method. Like this, I'm giving. So in the sense, it has to give me the title of current window and main window. Both it has to print. Okay. So now let's run. Okay, so it is switched also tab. If you observe, it went to the this tab. So after that, it gone. I mean, come back as well. So now, see, I'm able to fetch both Selenium HK browser automation. So here, this one and the frames and windows. See here, frames and windows, like that. Okay.
Yes.
So like that, use switch to method. Okay. So after using switch to method, so the write the code, not only title. So whatever there, if you want, if something is there like text box or edit box, login page, so like that. So you can write all the code. So like that, switch the tabs.
Okay.
Okay, and you are able to use it.
Okay.
Okay. So this is for the
opening in the new tab.
New tab, right?
Yeah.
So this is fine. This is working. And now we are successfully implemented. This is working. So now what about a separate window? So when I click this, when I click this button, now it is kind of a pop-up option. Action is takes place. See, pop-up is happening.
Yes.
So for this, will the same code work or not? Any guess?
The same code will not work.
Okay, that we will see. That we will see. Okay. So now, okay, so I'm going to this page, windows.html. So by default, if you see here, the action is there, 1, 2, 3. So by default, it is clicking this, right? So now if I want to go to this tab, So anyway, I have to click this tab, right?
Yeah.
So I want to click this tab. So for that, what I will do is let me get the XPath of
X path of
this
that. Yeah.
inspect element. So when I click this, okay, so here it is coming. Copying the path. I will refresh. Now inspect element, crop path. I'm simply pasting and enter. Okay, so the tab is, it is choosing the tab.
Mm-hmm.
So where can I put this?
By dot X path.
Yeah, I think here I can put. So here driver dot find element by dot.
But why do we have to go to that other X path now? I thought we can just change that X path. I mean the previous X path. That was for the other
Okay, see what is happening is,
element, right?
see here, if you observe,
Uh-huh.
see for the tabs and all URL won't change. See here windows.html is there, right?
Yeah, the URL doesn't change. I am asking. Then we click. We selected the X path of that first element, right? Open new tabbed window.
Yes.
Oh no. Oh yes, right. No,
See,
no,
this
we
is
didn't
for
select.
this one. I'm navigating to this window, right?
Oh, we actually took the X path of the click actually, right?
Click
Okay, okay,
actually.
okay, okay. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, got it.
So
Yeah.
now first I
Uh-huh.
need to click this, then I have to
Yes,
take this. Both
yes,
I have to
yeah,
take.
yeah.
So now
The
what I'm
other
doing,
one was actually default for this website, actually. The first one.
the first one is kind of a default. So nothing I have done.
Correct. Okay.
I simply
Yeah,
took the
yeah.
XPath of this and it
Mm-hmm.
is working.
Yeah.
But I want
Mm-hmm.
to handle this, right? This tab.
Yes, yes,
So first
yeah.
I have to click this path, and
Mm-hmm.
also now I'm clicking this path. Clicking this
Yes.
button.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but if you observe here, for this kind of action, the URL won't change. See,
Yeah.
windows.html is there.
Yeah.
Or else I could have directly called, when I click this, if URL changes, then I could have call the same URL. But the
Yeah.
URL itself is
Mm-hmm.
not changing here.
Mm-hmm.
So now for that, I'm clicking this and I'm clicking this. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So next path. Okay. I think here I can remove this line. This is for the first button. I'm removing.
Yeah, that is what I was asking, whether it is for the first button, that X
Okay. Okay.
path,
I
the
need to
one which you
remove.
removed
Yes.
now.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
fine.
then I thought that was for click directly.
Mhm. No. Okay. So what it will do is it will come here and it will come. Click this. And for this action, now I need to take the XPath of this inspect element. Click this. Click this. Crop path. I'm clicking this. Copy. Okay. So here dot click I will give.
Mm-hmm. Two semicolon. Yeah.
To click I have to give. Right. So next driver dot
Um,
find.
Give me a minute. I will be just 1 minute.
Okay. Okay. I'm just I will add the XPath. That's all. I will be stop here.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
XPath.
So this is the expert for the button.
Button. Yeah.
Okay.
Button, I will give click action.
Oh, the first click was for that the left web element, and now the for the button. Yeah.
For the button. Okay.
Okay.
So we have implemented this. So the thing is, it has to work for the okay. Okay, so the code, okay, even if it is no, the action of this, okay, or the tabbed window, okay, separate window or tabbed window, right? So the code remains same, okay. It will work, okay. So it will work. Let's see whether if the code is working, then the same output has to come, right?
So
I mean, see the same only. If you observe here, Selenium HQ browser automation, right?
yeah. Only thing is, it is opening in the new window.
New
Yeah,
window.
correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it has to fetch me the same output.
Yeah,
Then,
same,
if I
same
run.
answer. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So now what I'm doing, yeah, I closed all the windows. So I am clicking this. Okay, it's popped up. Now, oh, okay. Now it is popping up. Okay, it's popped up. See, it popped up and it went back as well. The same code, right?
Yes.
See here, Selenium HQ browser automation, frames and windows. So both it is printing. One is Selenium HQ browser automation, and another is this one, frames and windows. Okay.
So even if the tab opens in the if it opens in the next tab, or even if it pops up as a new window, the code is same.
Same. The code is same.
Okay.
Okay. So this is how we can handle. Okay. So we don't need to go to the separate URLs. When when you click on the tab, so it will work. No
Only
issues.
thing is we have to locate the correct element. I mean the correct corresponding element. Yeah.
Yes. And we already worked. If you remember, if you have a link, right? When you click some links, that time and all we used driver dot navigate dot forward and backward.
Yes.
Do you remember?
Yes.
For the current tab only, it will be something like it will go back and it will go front to back.
Yes.
That is driver dot navigate dot forward to go to the
back.
front and backward. And if you want to refresh, driver dot navigate dot refresh.
Yes.
Okay. That is also we have to remember. Okay. So yeah, we will work on Selenium. In Selenium, actually, there is a major concept is left. That is JavaScript executor. So that I will teach you in the next class.
Okay.
That is a big concept. It will consume a lot of time.
Okay.
But we can work tomorrow.
Oh, that only I used that just to navigate down. Actually, I used a code from the net. When we couldn't do something, I told, right, we can navigate down and then click on that. For that, they use this JavaScript executor class.
Yeah. That is a big concept actually, not only for that.
Yeah,
Very,
I didn't
very big.
understand, but I copied that from because it worked. That particular code worked, so I just copied for whatever case I wanted.
Right.
Actually, you remember you told me to try with one site, right? That swag something. that bags and all is there, right? In that
Yes, yes,
slide.
yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
that exercise you gave me, that one I tried. That time I went down and clicked on a bag. I mean, clicked on a title
Mhm.
using that. Yeah.
Uh-huh. That is a major concept. We'll work that. There is a lot
Mm.
of users if you use JavaScript executor.
Okay. Okay.
And interview, they will ask you, do you know JavaScript like that?
Mm-hmm.
So as a test engineer, there is a, you are not a developer to develop things. So if this question they will ask you in automation test engineer, do you know JavaScript like that? They will ask you.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are learned JavaScript, it is not a deal actually. If you spend like JavaScript basics, you can work. No, not an issue.
Mm-hmm.
But still, if you are not confident enough, you can tell that JavaScript script. How much hour like in automation you'll use, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That much and you are from internet. You can copy the paste and you can do the modification. That much knowledge you have.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So like that you can tell, not an
Yeah.
issue. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So there is no mandatory rule because no interviewer will also understand you are not a developer
Mm-hmm.
to learn that no, JavaScript and all. But if you
Mm-hmm.
have the knowledge, for example, if
Mm-hmm.
you are copying some code from
Yeah,
the
if
internet, the
internet
JavaScript code,
there we can work
at least
actually,
if
but
you are
when
changing
you're
the
working
IDs and
from.
all,
Uh-huh.
in you are able to do some modification based on your requirements, the project
Yes, yes.
requirements.
Yeah.
That knowledge is if you have, then I think this is they will tell, okay, they will accept. It's not a deal, okay,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that you can do.
Mm-hmm.
And also they will ask you the MySQL as well. Right, MySQL.
Yeah, SQL I know. Yeah.
Mhm. That they will ask. Okay, these two things
Mm.
mandatory with automation skills you should have.
Okay. Mhm.
So okay, so today we'll work little bit more concepts in Java.
Okay.
Hmm. So today we'll be working on. Okay, so what do you know about the inheritance?
Inheritance, you're asking.
Hmm.
Inheritance is the property,
Mm-hmm.
like objects of one class will acquire the properties of another class. So, for instance, like if I have a shape class,
Mm-hmm.
then if I have a rectangle class, I can inherit the property. The rectangle class can inherit the property of that shape class. Maybe a circle class can also inherit the property. Like you will have base class and you will have subclasses, and this subclass will inherit the property of this base class.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Okay, so how many types of inheritance we have?
Um, I think we have single inheritance,
Mm.
multiple inheritance, I don't know whether in Java there is something is not there, I know.
Mm.
Multi-level inheritance and hybrid. No, these three are there, but in Java something is not there, I think.
Okay, so that I will explain.
Okay.
Okay, so in Java we have totally three. It will support.
Okay.
Okay, so first definition of an inheritance is as you told,
Mm-hmm.
subclass and derived class. That is one thing. Or else you can tell one class acquires the properties of another class,
Okay.
or one object acquires the properties of another object.
Okay.
Okay, so we have
Mm-hmm.
different types of inheritance. One is single level inheritance.
Okay.
Single level inheritance. So in single level, as you know, we have, for example, we have class A and class B. Okay, this is class A, and class B I have. So I'm able to access whatever there in class A, I'm able to access in class B. Right?
Okay.
So that is inheritance concept, right? So if
Yeah,
you
yeah,
give
yes, yes.
class B extends A, you are able to
Mm-hmm.
access all the properties of class A, right?
Yes.
So that is what
Mm-hmm.
the inheritance, right?
Yeah.
So this is single level.
Mm-hmm.
Now I have something called as multi-level.
Mm-hmm.
In multi-level, you will have one more like this. First,
Mhm.
this one, class A, class B,
Class C.
class C.
Mhm.
Class A, class B, class C. Okay.
Mhm.
So here, class C is able to access from both B and A.
A.
Okay.
Mhm.
So C can access whatever there in B, you can access whatever there in A, you access. Okay. See, if you
Mhm.
understand, so for class C, class B is the father,
Mhm.
class A is the grandfather.
Mhm.
Okay. So
Mhm.
this, because of that, C can acquires B and A.
Yeah.
Now B can access A, right?
Mhm.
It can access A, but it cannot access C, right?
Mhm.
So, like if you say it is a grandfather, father, son. Son is able to access the properties of both father and grandfather.
Mhm.
Father can access the properties of grandfather.
Mhm.
But
Mm,
both
yeah.
grandfather and father not able to access the properties of son,
The sun. Mhm.
like this. Okay. So
Yeah.
this is multi-level.
Mhm.
Next is we have something called as hierarchical.
Yeah.
In hierarchical, I have class A here. Class A. So this is class B and class C. Class B and this is class C. Okay. So now both B is able to access the properties of A and C is also able to access the properties of class A, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
So this is basically hierarchical. Now
Mhm.
my question for you is, can I access C can access the properties of B or B can access the properties of C? What do you think?
No.
Hmm?
No.
No, right?
Yeah.
So
No.
because if you see technically,
Mhm.
for class B and class C,
Mhm.
A is the father.
Mhm.
So A having two sons, that is class B and C.
Mhm.
Now technically, if the relationship is not inheritance relationship, it's kind of a brother relationship, right?
Mhm. Yeah. Mhm.
So brother will tell, I won't give you. If you
Yeah,
try to
I looked
access,
at it as an example, like the class A can be like employee class, and then class B will be part-time employee, and C can be
full-time
full-time employee.
employee. Hmm.
Yeah, so full-time and part-time there will be difference,
Ah,
but they both will have something common in class A. So that will be the
yes,
um, yeah, they both can inherit something from class A. So
exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. Okay. So
Mhm.
in Java, it will the single level, multi-level, hierarchical, it will support.
Okay, okay. Multiple inheritance is not supported. So
Both multiple and there is something you told, no, hybrid.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, that is also not possible.
Okay.
Now the question is why? Why cannot?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so for that I will give you some reason. Okay.
Okay.
Mm,
Even though I told hybrid when you were explaining hierarchical, I thought
mm.
for hierarchical, I had uh, I had said by mistake hybrid.
Okay, so sometimes the interviewer will confuse you. Multi-level inheritance is possible or not, like that. They will ask you.
Yeah.
Some
Uh-huh.
people, what they will do is they will simply mug up, right?
Uh-huh.
As soon as they hear multi, they will tell no. They won't hear properly whether he's selling multi-level or multiple.
Yeah. Even if somebody asks it 2 times, like we will get confused also
Confused,
sometimes,
right?
whether it was
So,
multi-level or multiple.
see, I will explain about multiple. So, what is multiple?
Okay.
So, the multiple will be like this, like this. Okay. It is just like, okay, not like this. Okay, let me give you one example. Let's say in class A, I have a method called as void message, like this. Okay, so I have this method. Okay, so in class B also, I have a method called as void message, like this.
Mm.
Like this. Now, what is multiple inheritance means? Class C is there, right? Extends. Yeah, you are telling A comma B like this. This is multiple inheritance.
That
Okay.
is not possible in Java, you're
In
saying.
Java, it is not possible. A comma B with extends you cannot use.
Yeah, only with implements we use that. I mean, interface.
Interface. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what is the reason in inheritance it is not working? Now, what you are doing is, let's say you are,
Creating object.
creating the object of B, B or whatever. Okay, B, B. Okay, both are inheriting. Both are inheriting the B and A. Both are inheriting. Okay.
Yeah.
So now, if you want to call the message, this method. Okay. So how can I do it? Both are inheriting.
If I create a B object, then B dot message, right?
Yeah, B dot message or A dot message. So whatever, but both are inheriting A comma B. Sorry. You are creating the object of C.
Oh yeah. We create the object of C and then
C,
if
C,
we are
C.
calling.
Yes.
Yeah, correct. Then we cannot call which method.
Which
it will get
method?
called.
So there is a confusion between the compiler.
Yeah.
Can I call this message or this message?
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, you're creating the object of C. You are calling the message. So which message can I call? Can I call the A's message or B's message?
Okay.
Yeah. So there is an ambiguity for the compiler. The compiler is getting the confusion. Because of that, in Java, multiple is not possible. So hybrid is also not possible. Hybrid also something like this. There will be like this, like this, like this, like this. So something like this. Like this. Okay, this is hybrid. I think multiple will be like yeah, first two classes will come like this, right?
Yeah, from the two classes you are trying to inherit. Yeah.
If you put this class right in the top, it will become hierarchical. But if you put in bottom, it will become multiple.
Yes.
So both it won't support. This is also won't support. This is also won't support. I think. Do you know C++?
Yeah.
I think C++ will support, right? All 5.
Yes.
Yeah. So all 5 will support. So by using interface, you can do that.
Yeah, using interface we can do that. But
Do that I will explain how. See, there also confusion is there, but
yeah, that is what I was about to ask. How it
that I
will
will
be.
explain you today. Today we'll discuss. Okay. So
Okay.
how the confusion is not,
Happening there.
Yeah, in case of interface. So how can I call specific methods? That we'll learn today. Okay. So now this is about inheritance. Understood, right?
Oh, actually in interface, we are not defining the method there, right? Whenever we call that only, we are defining that method, right? That is where there is no confusion maybe.
No, not like that. We use something called as a dot super something like that. I will explain it. Don't worry.
Okay.
That I will explain.
Okay.
So do you have any doubts in inheritance?
No.
No, right? I think you have knowledge, right? I don't need to create and show you, right? What I will do is create one a method and variable trying to access it. You know, right, already that.
Yeah, that I know. Yeah, because
So yeah.
if I wanted to call, I'll create the object of C, and then even if I call this, that ambiguity is
That and
there.
all you
Whether
know, right? So I'm not
yeah,
explaining that. So
yeah.
okay, so abstract method I need to anyway I need to create and explain because there is a lot to study. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So what is abstraction?
Now we are learning abstraction. Okay.
Hmm.
So
What is
when it is
abstraction?
abstract method, when it is an abstract method,
Mhm.
you will write abstract, and the abstract keyword we will be using.
Mhm.
And then if it is an abstract method, we need to define that function later.
Okay. Mhm. Right.
Right. Okay. I always get confused with abstract and interface. I'm just thinking, yeah, both we will define it later, right? Actually,
Yes. Yes,
yeah,
both we
correct.
will define it later.
Yeah.
Now let's understand abstraction. So first thing is what is abstraction? Okay, the definition of abstraction is so
Hiding
hiding the
the.
implementation details and showing the functionality to the user.
Okay.
Okay, that is abstraction. So for
Mhm.
example, if you take
Mhm.
mobile phone, so you are able to use the functionalities, right?
Yeah.
So you are able to call, you are able to message.
Mhm.
So like that, you are able to use it. Not only mobile phone, in real life also.
Mhm.
So everything is kind of a abstraction only. So
Okay.
what they will do is, for example, we have Facebook application. You
Mhm.
are able to use the functionality of the Facebook application,
Mhm.
but we are not the source code is not exposed, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, abstraction is basically hiding the implementation details and showing the functionality to the user. So
Okay.
as a user, I'm able to use the functionality. I'm not bothered about whether it's source code or for
Mhm.
example in mobile phone. I'm not bothered about how motherboard is working or internally in the RAM is working.
Yes.
I'm not at all bothered
Mhm.
about the implementation. As
Mhm.
a user perspective, I'm able to use the functionality. Okay.
Mhm.
So that is
Mhm.
basically abstraction. So if you want to
Mhm.
achieve the abstraction, there is two ways.
Mhm.
One is through abstract class and another is through interface.
Mhm.
Okay. Now let's say what is a use and all we will learn now. Okay.
Okay.
Let's say we have a class called as abstract. Abstract. I will give something called as phone. Okay. Let's say
Okay.
this is a basic phone.
Mhm.
This is a basic phone.
Mhm.
In basic phone, I have a method called as void call like this.
Mhm.
Okay, so before I going to explain about the abstract class, so what is possible and what not possible in abstract class, I will tell you. Okay, I will make it as A first. A class. See, in abstract class, you can have abstract method. Abstract void run. You can have abstract method, which means incomplete method. You can have
Mhm.
complete method also, like void. Let's say there is a method called as eat. Okay,
Okay.
this is also possible.
Mhm.
Let's say we have one more. For example, okay, I mean, of course, data members, right? Int 10, int I is equal to
Mhm.
10. That is also possible.
Mhm.
Also possible. And let's say static.
Mhm.
Static method also possible.
Mhm.
So what is not possible in abstract classes? Object creation is not possible. In the sense, you cannot create object A is equal to new of A like this.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
In abstract class, only object creation is not possible. Apart from that, you are able to, you can have everything. Okay. So now the question they will ask you is it possible to instantiate the abstract class? So what do you tell? What do you tell? What do you tell? Is it possible to instantiate the
No.
abstract class? The answer is no, right? You cannot. You are not possible to create an object, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay. So you can directly tell no. Okay.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
one more thing is, even if you have 100 complete methods, even if you have 100 complete methods, if you have one incomplete method like this,
Incomplete in the sense a method which is abstract, which is not defined, right?
which is not defined.
Okay.
Okay. Even if you have 100 complete methods, okay,
Mhm. Mhm.
if you have one incomplete method, abstract method, you
Mhm.
have to make the entire classes abstract.
Yeah. So whenever it is like a method which is not defined means it has to be an abstract method, right? You will use the abstract keyword, right?
I didn't understand. I
No, no.
didn't understand.
No, I mean, as you said, if the method itself is not defined,
Mm.
I mean, the implementation of that method is not there. It is not been defined means it will be an abstract method, right?
Abstract
So
method by
then,
default. Mm.
yeah, by default. So definitely there will be that abstract keyword, right, in the
Yes,
front of
yes,
that
yes, yes,
method.
yes, yes,
So
definitely.
whenever, yeah, so whenever there is an abstract method,
Mm.
then it has to be an abstract class, even though we have the other methods, right?
Yes, 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 yes. That
Okay,
is
okay.
what. So what
Yeah.
I'm telling is, even if you have 100 complete methods,
Uh-huh.
if you have one of the method is abstract,
Abstract.
you have to
Then
make
it
the
has to
classes
be an
there, right?
abstract class.
Class. You have to make the classes
Yeah, yeah,
abstract.
yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm,
So
mm-hmm,
this is just like if you tell human body,
mm-hmm,
in human body, if one of the part is missing, maybe if the finger is not broken or something,
mm-hmm.
so we'll obviously I mean they're considering it as a handicap,
Yeah, yeah.
defected.
Uh-huh. The same way,
Okay, they are
if,
not calling you are a complete
yeah,
man. You are a disabled person.
yeah, disabled. Yeah.
So like that. So in abstract class also, you have to
Mm-hmm.
make the mandatory. Okay.
Okay, okay.
Okay. Now, what is the uses of the abstract class? Okay.
Okay.
See, a lot of time, what will happen? Let's understand this called as phone, like this phone. See, phone have the features of void mm, call, void call, not call. Okay. Now let's say this is a basic phone. So in basic phone, what will happen? The calling feature is there. Okay.
Okay.
Let's say in basic phone, you cannot do the video option is not there. Video option is not there. What I'm doing is I'm just making it as a abstract method. Let's say in basic phone, uh, audio is not also not there. Let's imagine. Okay. Now what I will do is I will have a class that is let's say we have something called as iPhone.
iPhone,
Mm. Now iPhone class is there.
which extends this basic phone.
Now what I'm doing is I will extend the basic phone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. See, if you are extending the basic phone, you have two options. One is okay, obviously you are able to get the
Call the
functionalities of
call
phone.
method.
Now you have two choices. One choice is either you have to complete both methods.
Okay.
So it is just like void video. You have to complete. Okay, so you completed video. This is small letter. Okay, so like this. Okay, so you have either you can complete the methods, or let's say for video, okay, you have the implementation details. Video is playing. Okay, now video is playing. You don't have the implementation details of audio. Okay, only video is there. Okay, so now in that case you have to make the classes abstract. So you're telling still it's abstract. See?
What was that? I didn't get that point.
See, what I'm telling is when you extend the basic phone, okay. So here two methods are there. One is video is there, one is audio is there.
You only implemented one method.
One method.
iPhone.
Video I have implemented. But audio I have not implemented.
Oh, since you didn't do that, again, this will now become an abstract.
Abstract. Class. So if you are not given abstract, then it will throw you the error.
Okay.
So it is throwing me the error. It is asking me to implement it.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So that is the concept.
Okay. But if I had implemented both the methods, then I can extend this class without using that abstract class. I mean, without making it an abstract class.
Yes. So if you are implemented the audio, then you don't need to give abstract.
Yeah, but still, if I wanted to call that other method, I will have to, or if I wanted to call that call method from that base class, right? I mean that abstract class, then definitely I will have to create an object of this iPhone, right? And then I call that method.
You are able to access call and you are able to no. Okay, that I will you can see here. If you want, I will let me create object of iPhone. iPhone I is equal to new iPhone. I dot call. Okay. I dot
audio.
Audio it is not there, right? Okay, so see, audio is not allowed because the implementation is not there, right? Audio it won't. I dot video I can do video. Okay. So now if you want to run,
but
to iPhone. Oh yeah. You cannot.
Yeah.
You cannot because it's abstract,
we are
right?
using it in an abstract class. Yeah.
Yes.
It is not
yes.
other. Yeah, that I can.
Yeah. So still it's abstract. Okay. So now let's say what I will do
class, and in that class I can call the main and then call it. Right.
See now what I can do is I will create class C class. Let's say class Samsung. Okay, Sam. Extends iPhone. Okay, so now see, it is asking me to complete the unimplemented methods. So it is asking me to complete the audio method. So let's say this is audio. audio. Now you create the main method.
Okay, got it.
Now you create the object of Samsung.
Mm-hmm. And now I can call all the methods here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes dot
I understood how
call.
why the error is throwing.
Yes. Yes dot video.
Okay.
Yes dot audio. Okay.
Okay.
So when I run this program, prospective, where is it, prospective? Okay. Let me run once again. See, at call, at playing video. Oh, okay, both I twice I given, I guess. This is audio.
Yeah.
Okay, so all the methods I'm able to access. Okay. Okay. So now, how can we understand this concept? Let's say you want to write a research paper. Okay, you want to write a research paper. So what you are doing is, okay, let's say you are Sam. Okay, you are writing a research paper. So what you are doing is you are taking the see a lot of times what will happen. Research papers it is just like you have invented something. Okay, you published a paper saying, okay, I have implemented till this.
Somebody else is extending that paper.
So what I will do is, if you want to implement things, what you are doing is you will refer, right, what other people are implement, like discovered or invented. So you are referring to the previous things. Okay, so like that you are referring that.
Okay.
So like that. Okay. So this is basically abstract class. Okay. So finally, we will learn today the interface. Okay, and we'll close. Next, we have something called as interface.
So, okay. Can we do interface next class?
Oh yeah, we can do. Yeah, so tomorrow we'll work on some more concept and I will explain the interface. Okay.
Or it will take anyway more than 10-15 minutes, right?
Yes.
Yeah, then tomorrow we can.
We can do that. Okay. So let's catch up tomorrow. Okay.
Okay. Tomorrow.
Like what time? 7 only.
Yeah, 7.
Okay, cool. I mean, my time 7.
Yeah, your time 7. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay then.
Okay then.
Bye.
Okay.
Yeah.
Catch you
Bye.
later.
Thank you.
Bye.
Yeah. Thank you. Bye.